What is up, YouTube? Dottz Gaming here today with the Legion PvP add-on guide. So, if you've been around my YouTube channel for long enough, you'll know that my user interface has pretty much stayed the same the whole time. I have a certain look and a certain appearance that I like, and it's a kind of a look I always try to go for, and I try to make my add-ons revolve around it. I like, all of my stuff on the edges, with stuff like my focus target being in my field of view when I'm actually playing the game, and I just like to keep everything streamlined. So I am going to show you guys what add-ons I use and what add-ons I think you should use to kind of streamline your UI and give you a heads up on everything that's going on without too much stuff taking up room on your screen. So the first add-on I want to talk about today is announce interrupts, and it does exactly what it sounds like. It announces your interrupts. The main reason I do that is to know whether or not my kicks are successful, and the add-on will also tell in whatever channel I want, whether it be my party chat, my say, a whisper, whatever. It will tell my team and myself that I was successful in kicking an ability. It's good to know whether or not you actually landed your kick, or whether or not you actually, or if you missed it, and it's good to know what ability you kicked, just in case you're in the heat of the moment and you can't, you like forget for some reason. But it's a good add-on. I like it. It's very lightweight, and it doesn't take up that much space. So my bar add-on, as always, is Bartender 4. I will say I have tried Dominoes. I personally did not like it, and the main reason I did not like it is because of the fact that on 3 or 4 occasions when I zoned into an arena, like right as the arena started, all of my abilities on my action bar 1 were taken off the action bar, and I basically started the arena with 0 abilities. So that caused me a couple losses, and pretty game-breaking bug. So even though Bartender 4 uses a tiny bit more memory, it's worth it for the stability of the add-on. Dominoes was nice, but I really do prefer Bartender. I think it has a lot more features as well. There's a lot more that you can do with your bars. I'm not going to go super in-depth here. The add-on's pretty self-explanatory, so just check it out for yourself. But it's basically a complete bar manipulation add-on. I love it, and I could not imagine playing without it. So the next add-on that I have is called Big Debuffs. So I unfortunately have no way to show it here, but basically what Big Debuffs does is it shows the big buffs and debuffs, the really important ones, on your enemies. So if a paladin uses Divine Shield, so let's say I'm a paladin, right, and I cast Divine Shield. In my portrait right here, I will see the symbol for Divine Shield and a countdown timer that counts down as the duration is going through. It also happens with CCs and crowd control. So if, let's say, I get kidney shotted, I will see the symbol of a kidney shot in my unit frame, in my portrait frame, and the duration will count down. It's useful to know what buffs that your opponents have on them. It's useful to know what CCs are currently on them, so especially so that you can chain CC afterwards and not overlap any time. It's literally, you install it and it works. You don't have to do anything to it, or at least I haven't. So now the next add-on, as always, is Gladius. I don't think, to my knowledge, any other arena add-ons are working right now. Maybe S Arena is, but I prefer Gladius personally. It keeps track of the diminishing returns. It keeps track of their health, their resource, their trinket. It also shows cooldowns on it as well, and it's just your standard arena replacement add-on. Could not live without it. In my opinion, an absolute must. Gladius hide. Okay, so the next one I have myself targeted as a focus is Quartz. It's a cast bar replacement add-on. So I use it basically to make my cast bar look nicer. I use it so that I can see the latency, as you see right here, the red bar, 191 ms, because for some reason I've been having problems with connecting. And I can also make my focus and target bars if I wanted to. I just use the default target bar. But I can make my focus bar really big so that, if I'm playing or fighting or whatever, and all of a sudden someone starts casting, I can see it out of the corner of my eye, and I can, either focus kick or focus cyclone, just so, or I can just announce that, they're casting that ability. But it basically it is a cast bar add-on. I love it. I like it a lot more than the default ones, and I highly recommend it. For my damage meter, I use Skada. You know, a lot of people like to use Recount. I think Skada is significantly better simply because of the fact that it does all of the stuff that Recount does, but its performance on your computer is so good. It's such a lightweight add-on, and I switched over after Recount was kind of screwing up my UI, and after it was just causing me problems. But Skada, never had one issue with it. I love it. It's just your standard damage add-on, but it's really lightweight and it's very, very stable. So, in terms of, what's it called? Nameplates. I did not like, everybody knows, I used to use plate buffs. Everyone's always asked me about plate buffs. Well, unfortunately, I can't find a Legion copy of plate buffs. And the new Blizzard nameplates, I hate. So, I have officially switched over to tidy plates. So, I use tidy plates to replace the nameplates, as well as display my debuffs. So above their head you will see debuffs, you will see your debuffs, you will also see, I don't know if it'll show, you'll see stun duration, so see your CC duration though. Unfortunately, tidy plates does not show friendly CCs like plate buffs used to, which is the whole reason why I downloaded big debuffs in the first place. But tidy plates is what I'm running right now for my nameplates, and to keep track of any of my debuffs on the target or CCs. Now, actually, the one I've been getting a lot of questions about is how did I get my unit frames like this? Well, it's simply unit frames improved. It used to be, I don't know if these two add-ons were made by the same person, but they actually have the same look. There's a very similar add-on called Ghetto Frames 2 that I saw people use during WoD, but I don't think it was updated for Legion, and even in WoD it was outdated towards the end of WoD. So I saw somebody on a stream use this, I looked at their add-ons, and this is what they were using. The only gripe I have with this add-on is that sometimes if you go into a vehicle and leave a vehicle, like the top half of the what's it called, the health here will just kind of gray out and go transparent, so only like the bottom would be purple and the top would be transparent. So I just have to reload my UI. And then occasionally, not with the current transmog I have, because I cannot pick a transmog for the life of me, but in one of my old transmogs, my blindfold on my character was constantly getting messed up in my unit frames. I don't know if that was a Blizzard thing or if it was a unit frames improved thing, but besides that, I really have never had any issues with this. Now, an add-on that I never used to use, but I just recently picked up because of the way I play my Demon Hunter, is Weak Auras, which keeps track of my momentum buff. So, Weak Auras, basically, you can customize. I'm going to go into this one because there's a little bit more to this. So, I disable everything when I'm not configuring it, and I have all of it set up because all of this stuff uses a lot of memory, and I highly recommend configuring it the way you want it and then just disabling everything. So basically what Weak Auras does is you can do so much in Weak Auras, but I just do basic stuff. So basically you can create an aura string for basically anything. So there's all these different options, but all I do is I go to trigger, and then I'll make a new one just to show you. So we're gonna make a progress bar. You go apply template. So you would pick, you know, a buff, a debuff, or a cooldown. So we'll do like buff, we'll do blade dance. I always just do replace trigger, and then you come over here to display. You customize the bar to however you want it to look. You can move it to go wherever you want, but all in here is the customization. And then now I believe if I go blade dance, see, my blade dance buff will appear. So there's a lot, you can do a lot more customization than what I do, but I like to keep it very simple. All I need to do is, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. All I need to do is keep track of my momentum buff, because I need to make sure I'm not clipping it, and I need to make sure I maintain it as much as possible. So I just need to be able to keep track of it. and it's not something that I want to let fall off. I love how I just keep clicking around my menus 'cause I'm trying to talk and like do stuff at the same time. But yeah, like I said, so I have all my shit configured, so I just take these away, because right now you will see weak auras is taking up like 21 megs worth of memory. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't really matter, but I just like to keep my stuff streamlined and get as much FPS and performance as possible. So you do that, right? I still have my momentum, but now weak aura is taking 1.3 megabytes, and as opposed to the 20 something it was taking before. So that is pretty much it, guys. That is my add-ons that I am using for Legion. Pretty much concrete in that. I don't really plan on changing anything. So in the upcoming future, you guys can expect to see a Demon Hunter guide. I have been messing around a lot with my talents and with my honor talents and kind of just deciding on what I want to do, but I finally think I have a spec that I like. It was also, I had to change everything after the nerfs went through, because stuff kind of went out of favor and stuff kind of came into favor, but I still need to do a little bit more testing, because I don't want to output a guide unless I'm confident that this is what I believe is the best. You know, I'm not just going to go some cookie cutter build. I'm going to do, this is what I think is going to work the best, and I'll relay that to you guys. But like I said, I'm just going to need a little bit more time to kind of flesh out the specifics, but I think right now I have a good idea of what I want to run with. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sitting through the video. Please like the video if you did. Subscribe, leave a comment. If you have any questions on the add-ons, let me know. If you have any questions with Demon Hunters, you can also leave them below. So also, guys, check out cataclysmmints.com if you would like to buy some gaming and energy mints. The link to them is in my description. If you use my link, it will show you that I gave the referral, and it will help me a lot. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.